Welcome to the channel. An advance Merry Christmas to you all. Before we begin, tell me something honestly. How is your Christmas preparation going so far? Decorations done, gifts planned, or stress already knocking? Let me know in the comments. Now, listen carefully, because tonight's story begins where respect ends. I saw it before she even spoke. The tilt of her head, the half-smile she tried to hide, the way her fingers brushed against his arm like it was instinct. The music was loud, but I heard it clearly. Every dishonest heartbeat in that room. "You've changed," she said, voice soft, careful. I didn't respond. I just watched. Her friends were around us, glasses raised, eyes glimmering with amusement. They weren't laughing at a joke. They were laughing at me, or so I thought. And in that moment, I realized the cruel game she had orchestrated. She wanted the attention, the spectacle, the whispers. I was the performer in her little theater. I said nothing. "Done," I said finally. "Enjoy your freedom." Her smile faltered, a flicker of panic. I could see the calculation in her eyes, the scramble to recover, to manipulate the moment back into her favor. But the audience had shifted. The laughter faded. The room went quiet. Not loud silence, but sharp, suffocating. The kind that comes when the joke's on you, and you realize it too late. I left. Not angrily, not in tears. Just left. Later, alone in the apartment, I replayed the scene in my head. Every glance, every laugh, every whisper she thought I didn't notice. I didn't want to confront her yet. That would be too easy, too obvious. I wanted the truth, precise and undeniable. I started quietly. Phone records, her calendar, little habits she couldn't hide. The inconsistencies piled up like dark clouds, each one heavier than the last. She thought she was clever. She wasn't. Not with me. Not anymore. I watched her carefully. Not with anger, but with focus. Every message deleted too quickly. Every sudden smile that didn't reach her eyes. I noted them, cataloged them. Patience became my weapon. The thrill wasn't in the confrontation. It was in knowing. And then the evidence arrived. Not by chance. I made sure of it. DNA tests, timestamps, messages she couldn't erase. The truth wasn't just in her actions. It was in her intent, deliberate and cruel. She had staged it all. The breakup, the performance, the spectacle, for her friends' entertainment. I called her over. She came, expecting a fight. A tearful accusation. Some desperate attempt to manipulate me again. She wasn't ready for calm. I handed her the report. The silence in the room was sudden and suffocating. She looked at the paper, eyes widening, heart racing in panic she couldn't hide. "It's all here," I said. Her voice trembled. I didn't mean." I let her stop. The pause was mine, heavy and deliberate. "You staged it," I said, voice quiet. Not angry, just cold, factually accurate. Unflinching, she tried to recover, to explain, to twist it back to her favor. But the spell was broken. Her friends had seen me leave that night, calm and composed, not chasing, not begging. And now the narrative had flipped. She was exposed, vulnerable, human in a way she hadn't allowed herself to be in years. Walked away then, not from anger, but from clarity. I didn't need her explanations. I didn't need apologies. She had performed for an audience, and now she was left with nothing but the weight of her own deceit. The final blow wasn't loud. It didn't need to be. I didn't humiliate her publicly. I didn't yell. I didn't fight. I left, fully aware that her world, carefully constructed from admiration and envy, had collapsed in the quietest possible way. Alone, I let the storm inside me settle. Not anger, not pain, just observation. Understanding, control regained. Her betrayal had been precise. My response was precise. And in the end, precision always wins. I thought about the room that night. Her friends' faces, the fading smiles, the sudden tension. They had witnessed a shift, subtle but absolute. The predator had become the prey. I hadn't even raised my voice, hadn't thrown a word or a look she couldn't handle. I had let the truth speak for itself. And it did. I don't feel sorry. I don't feel triumphant, just detached. Clear. a line drawn through the chaos she left behind. She will remember that night. Not me, not my words, not my presence. She will remember the emptiness she created, the audience she sought to impress, the cold, silent collapse of the illusion she had spent years perfecting. And I will remember that silence too. That calculated, sharp clarity, the power of knowing, the strength of walking away while others stumble in the dark she made. I am done. And she has nothing left but her reflection in the eyes of those who once admired her, now watching her crumble. No redemption, no tears, only truth. Done.